भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणे हरे कृष्णा. So continue our reading Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, and today we see shloka number 22. So let us chant the shloka. नमे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम्
न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यं
त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन
त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन
नाना वाक्तम् अवाप्तव्यम्
नानवाप्तम् अवाप्तव्यं
वर्त एव च कर्मणि
वर्त एव च कर्मणि
कर्मणि
न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम्
न मे
मे
पार्थस्य
पार्थसितव्यम्
त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन
त्रिषु
लोके किञ्चन
किञ्चन
नाना नान वाप्तव्यं
नानावाप्तमवाप्तव्यम्
वर्त एव च कर्मणि.
वर्त एव
एव च
कर्मणि।
कर्मणि
Please stand the shloka. Yes, interesting.
न मे पार्थस्ति कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन नानावाप्तम् अवाप्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि।
न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन नानवाप्तम् अवाप्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि
न मे पार्थस्ति कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन नानाभाप्तम् अभक्तयं यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि.
Anyone else want to try? Okay, so let us see translation and purport. O son of Prutha, there is no work prescribed for me within all three planetary systems, nor am I want of anything, nor I have a need to obtain anything, and yet I am engaged in prescribed duty. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is described in Vedic literature as follows. Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram Tam Devatmanam Paramam Chadaivatam Patim Patinam Paramam Parastad Vidam Devam Bhuvaneshvam Idyam Natasya Karyam Karanam Cha Vidyate Natatsamas चाभ्यादिकश्च दृश्यते परस्य शक्तिर्विविधैव श्रूयते स्वाभाविक ज्ञान बल kriya cha. The Supreme Personality of God, the Supreme Lord, is controller of all other controllers, and he is the greatest of all the diverse planetary leaders. Everyone is under his control. All the entities are delegated with particular power only by Supreme Lord. They are not supreme themselves. He is also worshipable by all demigods, Daivatanam, and he is the supreme director of all directors. Therefore, he is transcendental to all kinds of material leaders and controllers and is worshipable by all. There is no one greater than him. He is the supreme cause of all causes. He does not possess a bodily form like that of ordinary living entity. And there is no difference between his body and his soul. He is absolute. All his senses are transcendental. Any one of his senses can perform the action of any other sense. Therefore, no one is greater than him or equal to him. His potencies are multifarious, and thus his deeds are automatically performed as natural sequence. Vetasvatara Upanishad 6.7 to 8. Since everything is in full opulence in the personality of God and is existing in full truth, there is no need for the supreme personality of Godhead to perform. One who must receive the results of work has some designated duty, but one who has nothing to achieve within the planetary systems certainly has no duty. And yet Lord Krishna is engaged in on the battlefield of Kurukshetra as leader of Kshatriyas, because the Kshatriyas are duty bound to give protection to the distressed. Although he is above the regulations of revealed scriptures, he does not do anything that violates the revealed scriptures. So, yesterday and some few shlokas before this, we saw that Krishna is instructing Arjuna to work and do his karma. And even if you are a situated or self-satisfied or a person who enjoys within himself, then also Krishna said you should do your duty. Then he gave example of Janak Maharaj, that Janak Maharaj had achieved the perfection just by executing his duties. So, executing duty or Arjuna's duty or dharma is to fight the war, is not quit the war. So, that also he told, that's why you should fight. Then he told yesterday shloka, we saw that Yadyad acharati sreshtas tattad eve taro naraha janaha. So Arjuna, you are the leader, you are the great personality, you are the superior or ideal of or many of the warriors. So as a leader of the society, you should fight to teach them, even if you don't want to fight for your personal need, but you should fight to give them an example how a leader should act or how a great warrior should act, and then they will follow you, so they will do their dharma properly. So now Krishna, after telling this, is giving his own example uh, about the same theme, that even if you don't need to work, you should execute your duty. Even if you don't want anything in this world, you should do your duty. So Krishna here now giving his own example. So Krishna is telling that I don't want anything from this world. So if I don't want anything from this world, then there is no duty for me. Where in all the words, all the three words, there is no duty that is assigned to me. So I don't want anything, so I don't have any duty and I don't want anything. So both these go together. Because I don't want anything from this world, so I don't have any duty. Because if you want something, you do the duty. But if I don't want anything from this world for my sense gratification, then I am not required to do any duty. So what Krishna is saying, even if I am not required to do the service, I am still working. So now in this sloka and next two, three slokas, Krishna will give example based his own example, and why he is doing his duty. And so why Arjuna also should do his duty. And Krishna and Arjuna are best friends. So in the friendship, we see, right, there is always understanding between the friends, that if you do, I do. If you don't do, I don't do. So this type of relationship is always there. So they both are, Arjuna and Krishna are very good friends. And so Krishna is giving his own example. Okay, I am also doing duty. So But we see Krishna doing his duty on Kurukshetra to support Arjuna. He became charioteer of Arjuna's Rath. So it was not necessary for him to do that. But on the request of his devotee and friend, he accepted it. Because Krishna wanted this war to show that dharma will, to establish the dharma, and the dharma will prevail in this world. Even if there is lot of undharma, ultimately dharma will be the one which will be remaining in this world. So he wanted this dharma kshetra kurukshetra. So he wanted this dharma yuddha, and so he did. So to avoid the fight also, the war also, Krishna also did so many tries. But it all failed. Then he said, now I want this war to happen. So Krishna is saying, even if you don't want, you should fight because I am telling you to fight. So you should fight. So Krishna is also doing his, looks like he's doing his duty of a Kshatriya, right? But also we see in Vrindavan, before Dwarka and Mathura, in the Vrindavan pastimes, we see that there were many demons. The demons came to uh, trouble the Brajavasis. Then Krishna protected them from all the demons. So this is also, we can say, oh, this is Krishna is doing his duty, or whatever he is doing in Dharma Kshetra or Kurukshetra, he is doing his duty. But we have to understand that there were so many warriors. We saw the names on the in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. How many warriors were there, and they sounded their conch shell, and all that is description we saw. So there were so many other people on this war. But why we talk about Krishna and Arjuna? Uh, Because the dialogue between them, this Bhagavad Gita, is eternal teaching that is given to all the mankind. And or we talk about the Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan also, how he killed Dhenukasur, how he killed Kalia. We still hear that pastimes with great interest, and every time we hear, we enjoy those pastimes. How this was done, how he killed Kalia, never get bored. So whatever activities that Krishna has done in Dwarka or Mathura or Vrindavan, those are Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's Leela that we see and we hear and we enjoy them. Why Krishna does this Leela when he is in this world? He does this Leela so that we can hear them and we can develop the test for spiritual enlightenment. We develop test for spiritual progress. So his activities we should not think as activities of a normal person, or also within normal persons we can say elevated um, personalities like Bhishmadev or Arjuna, even Arjuna also. No, his activities are above them. He is doing this activity just to engage all the generation which is with him or which is coming after him in hearing the spiritual topics, hearing the spiritual vibrations. So that is the purpose. Krishna is doing so many leelas. So so Krishna is saying that Arjuna, I don't want anything. I have everything, and still I am doing the work. Then why you should not fight in the war? So in the next two shlokas, he will tell if Krishna as a leader or as a king of Dwarka, if he don't do his duty, he don't do the kshatriya duties of ruling the kingdom, then what will happen? That Krishna will tell in the next two or three shlokas, and that we will see tomorrow. Hare Krishna. I don't know if I covered all the points. Very important shloka. Easy to misunderstand, but it's very interesting. So, any other points or any other reflections anybody want to share? Name partasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nana vaktam avaktam vyam vartayeva cha karmani. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. And we'll see tomorrow if Krishna, why is Krishna doing his prescribed duties? What happens if he don't do his duties? How people will follow him? Let's see that tomorrow, next 2 3 shlokas. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.